The most important variable of an e-commerce business is the product that's being sold. For that reason, with Q4 coming up, Black Friday, Thanksgiving, and Christmas shoppers all shopping online because the major stores are shutting down their in-person sales, this has the potential to be the greatest quarter ever in e-commerce history. And for that reason, I wanna make sure that you guys know the best products to be selling during this period. So I'm gonna walk you through my exact product research step by step and explain to you what I think you should sell, as well as some products that have worked very well for me in the past about a year ago. So stay tuned for that. These are winning products that I've never revealed before, so definitely wanna stick around till the end. And yeah, let's dive right into it. If you watched my previous product research video, you probably know this already, but my strategy is as follows. I start with intuition, and I take a lot of time to think about what products I think could be selling really, really well in a given season. And then, number two, I look at the broad trends and see if anything lines up there or see if there's any ideas that I missed. And then the third thing is I go and I look for specific products and see if there's anything that aligns with my intuition and with the broad trends. And when you find products that line up with that, it normally takes off very well, and you're able to take advantage of that seasonal demand and really get winners that you can scale the hell out of for a season. So we're gonna do that today, and I'm gonna walk you through my mental process, so hopefully you guys can learn how to do this on your own. So to start off with intuition, take the time to sit down and think about what products you think would sell well at the end of a given year, but especially in 2020, taking into consideration all the things, all the global variables that are taking place this year due to the Rona problem. So really take your time and think about it. When I did this, I came up with a few things. So number one, obviously, I already talked about this in my previous video a little bit, but it's especially true now. The fact that with the weather getting colder, we're gonna have a lot more people looking to buy warm clothing, and especially as people start to venture out continually more, they're gonna need warmer and warmer clothing now that the summer is ending. So if you can sell any type of jackets, anything that's like that. In the previous video, we also saw some lined leggings for leggings. Those will be especially good this season. I would say boots are gonna be a great seller. Anything like that, it's gonna sell really well just because it's cold and people wanna stay warm. So look for that. It's gonna be trending upwards, and hopefully the Google Trends will confirm this. The next thing I can think of is the fact that people are still gonna need masks with the Rona problem continuing, and the fact that I feel like a lot of people are going to be heading back to work who weren't working before as the economy continues to open up. So these could be people who were furloughed in the past, or it could be people who are straight out of college and were given a job offer, but because of the Rona situation, it didn't start in May, June, July, August when they typically start, but it maybe got pushed off to the beginning of the year, January 2021. All those people are going to be needing more masks now that they're venturing out more, going into work every day. And a mask is not one of those things that you can, I guess, cycle through your closet. Most people might have a mask or two, maybe 3 masks, but they don't have a whole closet of masks. So a mask is not like a shirt where if you buy a new shirt, it cycles through your closet and you might wear it every, couple of weeks, or if your name's David, you might wear the same shirt for 6 days in a row, but we're not gonna talk about that. But a mask is something different because you have to wear it every day, and because of that, it wears out pretty quickly, especially with the wear and tear of pulling and being stuck on your ears. So people are definitely gonna be buying more of those, and I have a good option for where you guys can find masks and where you can make them, get them cheap. So I'm gonna talk about that later in the video. The next thing that I think would be good during this time period is actually something that you probably haven't thought of, but it's the fact that people are buying a ton of gifts for their kids, and anything gaming related in terms of, those little, I guess, gadgety type games are gonna sell way better during Christmas periods than they normally would. So I'm not normally someone who pushes gadgets. If you speak to me at all, you know that I'm not a big fan of gadgety products, but the fact is during Christmas, it really sells well. So going into this period, look to be selling those. If you find one that's especially cool, it's going to sell way better during this gifting season than it would for someone buying it for themselves. So definitely look for that. All right, that's all the main ideas that I have now. So now let's dive into Google Trends and we'll see what types of ideas we can find on there, see if anything aligns, and yeah, let's go do it. All right, so now I'm at my laptop and I'm gonna pull up Google Trends and we can see what we can find. So if we go to trends.google.com and click on that little hamburger menu on the left side, click on Explore, you want to scroll down, and instead of web search, we want to be looking for the Google shopping searches, which is a whole lot whole lot better for e-commerce, just because this is what people are actually looking for when they want to buy. Web searches don't really tell us that much. So Google shopping is 100% the way that we want to be going. We can see we got some dry diapers here. I guess 9 months after when the quarantine started. I mean, that makes sense. Maybe there's some babies being born. We got face masks. That makes sense. Like I said before, scroll through these a little more. A lot of iPhones, a lot of technology related stuff. Got some running shoes. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. All right, let's narrow it down a lot more. Let's go USA. Oh, it's probably United States. And let's go in the past, what should we say? Past 7 days. I lied. I forgot. I always forget that. You can't do less than 7 days. So you got to go 30 days. All right, so we got Spirit Halloween thing. That's a little bit over now. Costumes. We got spice organizers. People are cooking more. We got Uggs. 100% boots are going to be killer this season. Definitely something you want to look into. You can find good boots for women and men, but especially women. We got some kitchen appliances. You can see Party City boots, more boots. That reinforces boots in this case. Let's see worldwide for the past 30 days to see what we have. iPhone, Spirit Halloween, air conditioning, ventilator, Xbox Series. All right, in this case, I would say there's not a whole lot in Google Trends that really is going to tip us off here. So we can go ahead and search the web search if you want to, just to see what types of things are popping up. But I'm assuming that nothing that is going to help us out is going to be there. But we can double check real quick just so you guys can see. Past 30 days, yeah, so you can see none of this stuff is really helpful at all. So in terms of takeaways from this, we know that now for sure, boots are a really good idea to sell. We saw masks in there for sure. If you can get your hands on some diapers, maybe take advantage of that baby boom coming after the quarantine, might be a good idea. But in general, I think the ideas that we generated at the beginning are going to be more helpful than this section, at least this year so far. So now we're going to dive into the individual products, and we're going to see exactly what the best ones to sell there, see if there's any that really stand out to us. So if you guys know me, you know that I'm not a huge fan of softwares in general, but the one research software that I do recommend looking into if you're looking for one is called EcomWiz. And you can see here, basically they scan all of AliExpress and find trends in the products, and it makes a huge difference in your ability to identify winning products before they take off. Because if you wait a super long time and then try to sell products, they're normally oversaturated and you're not going to be able to have as good a profit margin. So if we do this, let's go ahead and log in. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, so now we're in the dashboard, and you can see this is what you see, and they sort all the products. And there's a lot of different ways that you can sort it. But what I recommend doing is if we go here, we go to growth of the product, and you go by descending. We go to the last, call it 2 weeks. You can see here the number one product on this website. And I didn't plan this. I didn't set this up. The number one product on this website when we search by this is a previous winner of mine that I never got the chance to sell a ton of, which is actually crazy. So this product right here was absolute fire for me when I sold it. It was instantly profitable on day one of testing. So maybe enough people will have taken advantage of it by the time you are watching this video. But when I'm making this video, it definitely is not oversaturated, and you could still make money by selling this product for sure. I'll show you the product page. Yeah, let's actually go ahead and do that now. So this is just a screenshot of the product page. I wanted to blank some things out, but this product sold really well for me, and you can see here I sold it for $110. If we actually click on the product, it only costs like $50, something like that, and it had a really low cost per purchase, maybe like $20 or $30 cost per purchase, which leaves a lot of room for profit in there, especially if you sell a lot of them. So definitely recommend checking out this product. For whatever reason, just so you guys can know, the orange picture was the best ad. I guess it was the most attention grabbing on, the news feed or whatever, but for whatever reason, people didn't buy that one. So it worked best for the ad, but then people didn't buy that variant. The variant that people bought the most of was the black variant, and I'll throw a picture of one of the orders so you guys can see I'm not making this up. People bought the heck out of this product, and yeah, the black, I think black and gray were the ones that sold the best. So definitely give this one a try, or sell products that are similar to this, that are very high perceived value, very unique, and very attention grabbing, that you'll see when you scroll through your feed and be like, wow, I need that. All right, so now we're back on the Ecom Wiz site, and I'm gonna scroll through a little bit more and see if there's any products that stand out to me and show you guys what I think you should do when you're doing your product research. So continuing down the line, just combining the things that we thought of from our intuition, we can see here warm pet clothing for dog clothes. And these little jackets, while they're not super high perceived value, if you had a pet store, I'm sure these are gonna sell really well during this time period, especially if you have, like, again, a pet niche store already. So just keep that in mind. This is probably a product that could sell pretty well, trending upwards right now. If we keep looking down, we got some leggings. What is that? A mattress cover, I guess. One of those puffy down jackets. Those always sell well during this period. Get a little bit more products. Again, I love that wizard, man. Looks hella cool. Let's see what else we have. Keep going. Yeah, so these, they always come up, but these still sell well, just because if you look at this picture, that looks super cozy, and someone's like, wow, I want to wear this when I wake up in the morning and it's cold and I have to go to school. Like, who doesn't want to wear it? It's like a Sherpa blanket, but all over your body. So definitely this could sell well. Products like that always sell well. This jacket I've actually sold a lot of. Could definitely be a good product to sell. Let's see. This, I've never seen that before, but honestly, that could be a good idea. Once people have to drive and it's snowy outside, a heated snow remover. Definitely want to look into that. That would be a good product to test. If we keep going again, we see a lot of the same fleece stuff. So what can be helpful with this tool is actually, if you already have a specific niche in mind, you can go check out the trending products for that niche. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that in the toy niche, or like the gadget niche, just because that's one of the things that we thought of, and we know that people are gonna be looking for that for gifts, but there's none that are popping up here. So we wanna see if we can find any specific products for that that are gonna work well. So if we go to filters and we go all categories and we scroll down until we find, say, toys. Let's see if there's any there. We can say orders has to have at least 10 orders, just to make sure that there's some, I guess, reputation for the seller there. I don't really care about most of that other stuff, and because we're sorting by growth anyway. So let's put it in there, see what we can get. All right, we got some slime. I know people bought a lot of slime. I actually saw a video from this one person with a slime business. I think it was like $1 million slime business. Really cool product. Very tactile. If you're stuck inside and you're stressed out, that type of like tactically, I feel like I'm saying the wrong word, but that type of pleasing stuff is definitely good to lower stress levels. So people are gonna be into that. In general, you can just do your research here and figure out. Definitely don't sell that. You'll get disabled very quickly. Just do your research and see what types of products you want to be selling here. So if someone's doing school at home, that could be a good product. These fun pens, things like that. Don't go for selling copyrighted products like that. I definitely don't recommend it. You'll probably get shut down. You might get hit with some type of copyright claim. It's happened before. I've had a friend who had their entire Facebook profile banned, not even their advertising access, like their entire profile gone forever because of a copyright claim. So you definitely don't want to mess with that stuff. Maybe we want to put a higher minimum order limit, so we can scroll back up and we can put in, call it 500 orders for the minimum, and the growth, I'm not sure what the scale is for that, so let's leave it the same, because again, we're sorting by the growth. Yeah, so something like that could be cool, because this is not a copyrighted product. That's not a Lego. You are not allowed to sell Legos unless you're a reseller, to my knowledge. So this could be a cool replacement for that. We got sucker cups here. We got these we got these balls. I guess could be good for babies if they need something to play with. Magnetic blocks, like all these things would be worth testing if you have any type of toy store. So again, there's a lot of different ways you can use this. You can sort even more by that. You can sort by daily sales if you want to see what on earth is selling a ton right now. So this is already selling a bunch. So this could be a cool one. that's cars, copyrighted, so wouldn't go for that. But yeah, I mean, you get the picture. You see how many different ways there are where you can sort and figure out what the best products are to sell, what's trending, what's already selling a lot. And you're going to get a better idea of the types of things that you should be selling during this period to take the most advantage of all the online shopping that's going to be happening. All right, so here's the website that I mentioned earlier when talking about the face masks that you guys can sell. And it's actually called printful.com. I've mentioned it before. It's a really good print-on-demand website. And in this case, if you just go to the website and look up face masks, they have 3 different options. They have this one, which is not customizable. It's just a simple black face mask. If you want to get it out there quickly and people don't care about having a design on there, it's a good option. This one, I guess some people go for that, but the majority of people will probably go for this one. So you can click on it here. And they actually have a video that's pretty cool. It shows you some of the stuff that it looks like. You can see you can put whatever designs on there you want. Pretty cool. Let me mute that. Don't need to listen to that. But yeah, I mean, if you have any sort of special design that could make a mask sell a lot better, I've heard some people, take advantage of political movements currently. If you want to sell Trump masks or Biden masks or BLM masks, whatever you want to do, I've heard people have had a lot of success with that. So consider that as an option. And yeah, I mean, they're definitely high quality. And in terms of being customizable, you can put whatever designs on there you want. It's pretty affordable, honestly. So if you want to take advantage of the increasing mask trends, definitely take a look at Printful. Again, I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can sign up for that. So yeah, guys, product research is not that complicated. Don't overthink it. It's just a simple 3-step process. Again, taking the time for your intuition, really thinking about what products can sell well, taking the time to check out the Google Trends, see if there's anything you missed and see what is actually trending up, and then looking at the specific products, seeing what of those are trending upwards and seeing what types of products are selling well and trying to find a good product that's very eye-catching and just one that you think could sell well. And then once you do that, just go ahead and test it. It's pretty simple. I talk about that in other videos, ways you can do that. If not, feel free to check the link in my description. I have my course, my e-commerce course, or there's a free course from Oberlo that I also have a link for if you guys don't have the budget. Yeah, I'll also put the links below for eComWiz and Google Trends just so you guys can easily find them. And I think that's about it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, keep working hard and let's grow better together. Preguntar, bebé, dime por qué te mientes. No puedes esconder todo lo que tú por mí sientes.